Hi guys, Martin speaking. Welcome to this video, and yes, it's another one with my ugly mug on the video for the time. I promise we will get back to tutorials and basing and what have you in future videos. But this one's something that I've been saying that I was going to do for a while, and I wanted to wait until Warhammer World made their announcements, and they're reopening, grand reopening in May, so it should all be good. There'll be a specific Warhammer shop, then there'll be a Black Library shop, there'll be a Forge World shop, etc, etc. That's not what this video is about anyway. This is about us as a community meeting up and having a couple of games. A few people showed interest in it, and I said I'd try and organise it. So ultimately it's open to anybody, whether you make videos or not. Obviously if you're watching these videos, it's just a way of us all getting together, having a few games over a day or two. No restraints on anybody. It won't be a tournament or anything like that. It's not going to be an overly competitive thing, prizes or anything, unless you guys want to make it that way. I wouldn't have thought so. I was looking at June as a time to do it, because that way kids aren't off school, so Warhammer World would be a little bit quieter. I can get more tables basically booked, and people don't have as many commitments when it's not that way. Also, I was thinking of doing Monday, Tuesday rather than a weekend, because again, a lot of people tend to work weekends nowadays. I know I certainly do, and it seems easier to get people to things on a Monday, Tuesday. And again, Warhammer World is quieter on a Monday, Tuesday. So I'll gauge interest as a response from this video, and then I'll speak to Nick and John at Warhammer World, and I'll have a chat with them, see about what we can and can't do, how many tables we're allowed to book out for the 2 days, and are we allowed to take videos and things like that of do battle reports, whatever people want to do. I'll just make sure that I've got clearance for all that. By no means do you have to come for the 2 days. If you can just make it for 1 day, that's fantastic. I'll commit to 2 days. I'll do the Monday and Tuesday. Probably looking, I think if memory serves right, it was the 15th, 16th of June. That's an idea from me, but let's get a few people's thoughts back and when people's diaries are, and etc, etc, and see what we can do. Let's get something set up. If there's enough interest in it, then I'll create a Facebook group, like a private Facebook group, so that we can talk to each other and we can discuss how it's going to happen. I'll organise it all. I'm fine with doing all that, but I just need to know who wants to come, what sort of support there is. And to you guys that aren't in the UK, of course, you are more than welcome to come. If you want to fly all the way from Australia, from America, it'd be fantastic to see you. I do understand it's a big expense, so it's not expected of anybody. Not expected of anybody in the UK either, because it's still an expense if you decide you end up getting a hotel overnight or whatever. But if you do decide to fly over from, whether it be, say, Australia, Canada or whatever, then that's fine. Make a holiday of it in England. Come up to Liverpool, come back up to Liverpool with me. I'll show you around the city. But yeah, let's make this happen, guys. Maybe even sort of, if it's successful, let's do it as an annual thing. Good to play against each other as friendly games. I say not a tournament sort of. Doesn't mean you can't do a cheesy list, Ace, but you do whatever kind of lists you want to do. And if you specifically want to play a certain player, so it might be a case of like Nick, if you can make it up, it might be a case of you've got a burning ambition to play against Mike Scott, so therefore we'll make sure that game happens. And if not, then I'll organise something. I'll put a list together of who's coming through, and say we'll get it all set up on Facebook or however we go about it. So that's it, pretty much in a nutshell, guys. YouTube meet and play. Almost sounds too geeky, doesn't it? A meet and play, but it is. It's a geeky couple of days for us all to meet up, shake hands, and actually spend a bit of time gaming with each other. Even if you're not into the game and you just want to pop down and say hello to people, then by all means hit me up. Drop comments in the comments below for it if that's the way you want to do it. But also, obviously, if you look at the banner on my YouTube pages, paintedwargames@gmail.com. So obviously that's my email address. So if you can try and send things through to there, it's much easier for me to respond. The YouTube messaging service is dire, to say the least. So try and keep it to comments, or preferably my email address, and let's make it happen. Let me know what you think about dates, 1 day, 2 days, is it a good idea, is it a bad idea, how to organise it, and let's crack on from there. But that's my idea, and let's see if we can make it happen. Obviously I'm going to be coming down from Liverpool, so if depending on where people are coming from around the country, by all means we can speak to each other and we can car share, we can arrange to pick people up, whatever it be. Want to keep it as cost effective as we possibly can. But yeah, let me know over the next week or two, guys, and then I'll start putting some serious planning into it. Thanks very much, and see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.